Alrighty, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here. I am back, and it is time for another one of these AlphaStar replay casts. We have got AlphaStar gonna be taking on a Diamond Terran player. By gosh, it's a Diamond Terran player. With a cool icon next to his command center. And so we've got Alpha Z taking on Diamond T, which sounds just like the greatest rap battle of history ever. And now we see the map is Kairos Junction, and we'll just sit back and watch as these AlphaStar games continue to unfold in front of us. Every single AlphaStar game is entertaining that I've cast so far. There's a few that drag on here and then when there's like some extreme derps, but for the most part, there's usually something that unique that sticks out in these games. So it's always worth casting AlphaStar. Now we take a look. Hatchery is on the way for AlphaStar, so no early pool. Meanwhile, our Diamond Terran is just going for a normal macro opening, it would say. By gosh, a Diamond player is macroing. Who'd have thought? In reality, Diamond players can cheese a little bit. They're all over the board, though. So, yeah, we'll see how well this Diamond player is going to play. What build he'll choose, that is the question. Whether he'll go mech, whether he'll go bio, how AlphaStar will react to these things. Or whether AlphaStar will just go for some of its own aggression or something like that. Looking at how AlphaStar plays ZVT, I mean, we've seen a fair bit of variation for things, but AlphaStar doesn't tend to go for, I'd say, roach all-ins as much as you'd maybe encounter on the ladder. And I think part of the reason for that is that the unpredictability of Terrans building Banshees is one thing that I'd have to guess, as far as defending against just like purely early roach attacks and things like that. I wonder if that's a factor at all. Just how AlphaStar reacts to the predictability of something, whether if it'll choose a build because it's got if it's got like a mystery factor, or whether there's hard counters to it or not. Because we don't often see AlphaStar just get completely hard countered by anything, and I wonder if that's simply just due to the builds that the AI chooses. Anyway, now we see the Reaper's going to run in for the Diamond player. He's going to have to micro it back. One of the first things you learn as a Terran is to try and micro your Reaper through many unsuccessful attempts. But this Diamond player seems to be doing a pretty good job. The hardest part is to make sure that your macro is chugging along while you're also queuing up your command center. Interestingly enough, the Diamond player hasn't gone for a reactor on his barracks, which is quite odd. Is floating a fair bit of money. He's getting off his scout with his Reaper, but I'm already getting a bit concerned as he's floating up to 600 minerals already. This could be bad. That's for sure. Yeah, he just starts up his reactor now. That is a big mistake for the Diamond player. He could have 2 Hellions producing right now, but instead he focused on microing the Reaper over his macro, which was obviously not as important as macroing up. Ladies and gentlemen, seeing as how we have got let's see, 68 gas for AlphaStar. 127 for the Diamond player, so we'll take that away from that, carry the 1. And yeah, let's just go for like 4 likes on this video. Okay, so yeah, let's try and hit 4 likes on this video, ladies and gentlemen. Hitting that like button on these AlphaStar videos constantly does help out the channel and everything. And then if you do want to catch some more Starcraft on the channel, the VODs are usually unlisted after the fact, but I do live stream on the channel quite a bit, usually in the afternoon Pacific time, at the minute anyway. Now we take a look, we have got an extra factory on the way for the Diamond player, so he's going to be meching. AlphaStar taking on MECH. Now MECH is a style which I think is pretty good for a Diamond Terran, as it can be pretty darn forgiving compared to, say, Bio or something like that. It's harder to mess up with a ton of siege tanks and Thors than it is with, say, a bunch of Marines, Marauders, and Mines and things like that, I think. Now, we see AlphaStar behind this, getting up a lair, getting up a Baneling nest. We'll see how the AI is going to react to this mech. I mean, I haven't seen AlphaStar play versus someone who's incredibly turtly before, but maybe that's what we'll see this game. The Diamond player is on 2 racks. He's even making a Marine just to shoo away this pesky Overlord. There's nothing more funny when a Zerg realizes that the Terran has just skimped anti-air altogether and the Overlord can pretty much just chill on out. The Marine is going to be shooting away on that. Shooting away on that poor Overlord. I'm going to turn up the in-game sound just a little bit for you guys, by the way. Let me know how that is. Of course, always working on the audio settings and things like that. Now we've got triple spores on the way for AlphaStars that saw the Banshee, obviously. Then just tanks and Hellions on the way for the Diamond player. So if I mean, he's got the armory, so there's a chance this could be like a siege tank Hellbat push. This is cool, and this is actually a push which I think is a little bit underrated. Going for something with siege tanks and Hellions early. I mean, the tanks can counter the Roaches, the Hellions can counter the Lings. It's a great combo. The Banshees as well can definitely be a factor. So I really do like this build choice from the Diamond player. And since the map is Kairos Junction, there's the rocks here, which the siege tanks will be able to get set up right behind. Of course, the Diamond player does have to be careful not to wander too far forward with his units, such as these tanks. He's got to make sure to siege those up. The Hellbats transform, though. The tank's going to roll forward. They should be sieging up soon. Sooner the better, I think. In this case, they're going to try and get really close to the hatchery, as a matter of fact. Very, very close to the hatch. And it looks like the Diamond player is starting to bully AlphaStar. Drones are starting to run towards the tanks, but no, that is the wrong way, AlphaStar. Drones are not a counter to siege tanks, as those tanks massacre tons of drones. Of course, AlphaStar, the macro machine it is still actually at 51 drones to the 38 SCVs. Taking a fair bit of damage, but I think these tanks should be cleaned up. The Banshee's not getting anything done. Yeah, it looks like a solid hold from AlphaStar. Those tanks, they got some pretty good shots off, killing 12 drones in all. But once again, it was that classic scenario of player goes for an all-in, but the player doesn't macro behind it, and as long as AlphaStar holds on, AlphaStar seems like it'll be fine. So we should be a little bit concerned for the Diamond player right now. He's got a ton of minerals, so he should be throwing up like 2 command centers at least, I feel. There's 1 command center. May as well throw up an extra, buddy. It doesn't hurt. In the grand scheme of things, command centers are a cheap investment. The Diamond player throws up 4 more factories. He's going to be getting up turrets, scared of potential Spire units, which there will indeed be coming out of AlphaStar. The Diamond player, though, is going to be in a spot of bother this game, I feel, though, as meching can be very, very tough when your entire army gets cleaned out. He definitely didn't get enough damage done to AlphaStar. We look at the base count. AlphaStar is doubling his opponent in bases, and also ahead in workers by about 28, which is no small margin at all. Now, seeing as how AlphaStar does have derps against specific unit compositions, I wouldn't be surprised, though, if there is a chance that the Diamond player can come back. Usually it's on the other side of the matchup, which we see AlphaStar having a hard time. Usually the AI has tons of tanks and Marines, but nothing really to counter Broodlords. Does it work the other way, though? Can we see AlphaStar potentially, say, die to just mass tanks itself because it doesn't know how to deal with that as a Zerg? This could be really interesting, depending on how the Diamond player is going to play. Siege tanks are on the way for the Diamond player. Extra command center just going to be finishing up, which is nice for him. He's got his upgrades going at least. And now he is making a ton of tanks, but I am a little bit concerned for all these siege tanks as AlphaStar is making mutas, and the anti-air, while there's a little bit, isn't a ton, basically. Mutas are going to fly over this command center. They're going to fly right towards the main base of the Diamond player. Going to set their sights on these siege tanks. Going to pick off 1, probably get a second, if I had to imagine. There goes the second siege tank getting killed off. The couple of Vikings are going to help zone these mutas away, but the third base is not going to be easily secured by the Diamond player. He's now making a Thor or 2. The Vikings are trying to retreat, but there's no saving grace for them to retreat to, so the Vikings just get picked off by AlphaStar's missile turrets. We see a couple Thors being made for the Diamond player. So eventually these mutas will be repelled, but for now AlphaStar is getting a ton of damage done to its opponent. The Diamond player is frantically throwing up turrets, but he's not mining at his third. He's losing add-ons. This is a very, very poor spot for the Diamond player, I feel. Muta's going to fly on top of a Widowmine, eat a shot, eat a second shot, not bad. Turret going to kill off one of the mutas as well. Lings are now charging in for AlphaStar, though. The Diamond player is going to have to react to this. He's going to have his Thors popping out in a second. So there's a chance he may be able to shut down this army, but still, a very, very poor spot for the Diamond player. The Hellbats and tanks are going to slaughter these Zerglings. The Thors are now out to start shooting away on these mutas. AlphaStar loses 1 or 2. But the Diamond player has taken so much damage this game already. Looks like the mutas are going to fly over the Thors. The Thor is actually... Oh, accidentally A-clicked on his own Banshee. No, what are you doing, Diamond T? Oh, a massive mistake for the Diamond Terran player. His Thor could have been shooting the mutas, instead of shooting his own Banshee. And yeah, this is just looking like a very, very sour game for AlphaStar, or for the Diamond player. I mean, look at this. He's half the supply of AlphaStar. He's less than half of the workers. I do not have high hopes this match for the Diamond player. He's going to need to pull a miracle. He's dropping mules, which is always the start of the best comebacks, I imagine. And for now, it looks like he's going to be playing a bit of a Hellbat Thor composition. It's going to be a long road to recovery for the Diamond player, though. AlphaStar's unit composition isn't the best at dealing with this. I mean, Thor Hellbat pretty much beats Lingbane Muta for the most part, I think. The Hellbats are just so good against the Lings. The Thors slaughter the Mutas, so it's not bad for the Diamond player, but still, on this economy, really any composition should work for AlphaStar. The AI is just churning out more Mutas, getting 2/2 upgrades on the way. The Diamond player has his Thors, or had his Thors. Looks like he just lost another, and is pretty much going to completely lose his anti-air. He never built a turret at his third. He doesn't have any more Thor, or there we go. He's got 2 Thors, but they're just chilling in his main, doing nothing. The third base is under fire. The Hellions are going to try and deal with the Banelings, but it seems like AlphaStar has a good idea on how to deal with this meching Terran. 3 more Thors get fired up by the Diamond player, but his Thors aren't coming into position. He's going to be knocked down to 2 bases. This is a painful one for the Diamond player. Yeah, AlphaStar is just looking like an absolute monster. More and more Thors are being made for the Diamond player, but he's down on bases so much. Thors will shoot at the Mutas. That's not bad. Looks like there's one Muta going to fly over a Widowmine. AlphaStar behind this, though, still just macroing up, getting up extra gases, getting up a hive, pathogen glands on the way, +1 missile attack. This AlphaStar iteration is just outclassing this Diamond player. Now over 100, or almost double the supply? Yeah, almost double the supply of its opponent in all metrics. Missile turret gonna shoot away on the Mutas. The Mutas, though, AlphaStar can lose all these, build another 20, lose all these, and probably still be in a decent position. But oh, AlphaStar gonna be making SWARMHOST. This is interesting. SWARMHOST isn't the best, I'd say, against Thor Hellbat, but I'm still just curious to see how well the AI is going to use this. I can't remember the last time we saw AlphaStar make SWARMHOST. That is really, really bizarre. There is always a chance the Diamond player can go for a big attack or something if AlphaStar messes up with the SWARMHOST, loses its Mutas, and it is eating a few nasty Thor shots on them. So we'll say there's a chance for the Diamond player, albeit a very, very minuscule chance this game. The SWARMHOST are now out on the map. How well will AlphaStar use them? That is the question. Okay, so watching this further, Command Center is almost done again for the Diamond player, so he'll at least have a third base. Most of the Mutas are dead too. We see the SWARMHOST now out on the map. What can they get done against this Diamond player? Thor Hellbat is actually pretty good at dealing with the waves of Locusts, though, so maybe there's a chance for the Diamond player. He's only down about 30 supply or so, 20, 30 supply, somewhere between there. So maybe if he goes for an attack, he'll be able to hit AlphaStar and go for getting some damage done if the AI derps a little bit. AlphaStar, though, is teching up properly, making Hydras a great counter to Thor Hellbat. Greater Spire on the way, 3/3 adrenal glands. The AI doesn't seem to be derping too hard. SWARMHOST's gonna toss out their waves. Some of these Thors are by themselves, so they'll be easy picking for the Locust. Oh, what a disaster! I was talking about how the Diamond player's army isn't that bad against Locust, but when it's literally just like a couple of the Thors by themselves, they will not do well against Locust. So we're gonna see the Diamond player is gonna cross the map, looking to do some damage to AlphaStar, but AlphaStar has the SWARMHOST, which are gonna be coming off cooldown, has 14 Hydralisks, which just finished. If I'm the Diamond player right now, I'd be at least pulling some SCVs to help make these units get as much mileage as they can. The Thors will slaughter the Mutas in the sky, but we see a Locust are coming forward now, and it's mainly just the Thors left at this point. AlphaStar is even making an Infestor, just rallying out a few more Hydras. It's got like 5k minerals in the bank against this Diamond Terran, but does end up losing a base. which isn't bad at all for the Diamond player, at least getting something. The Thors are trading out okay against these Hydras, since it is just the Hydras. We do watch, though, Locusts are coming forward now, and this is going to be very tough. The Diamond player going to lose most of his army to this, if not, like, all of his forces that he had in this location. Even the Widow Mines are probably going to get cleaned up for the most part. A few of them survived, but yeah, a very, very tough spot for the Diamond player. He has got up his third base, though, so he's still chugging along. He is still chugging along. The AI is over 100 supply now ahead. The Diamond player is just making mines, I guess, because they're cheap. He's got some Thor or some siege tanks to go with this, but keep in mind, the Swarm Host had their Locusts killed, but they themselves were not killed. So they're going to be able to call in even more Locusts. And there goes a wave heading towards this location. I think this base is done for. These units are at least done for. The mines are going to burrow. They'll shoot on the Locust, but then the Locust will kill them. The Planetary Fortress is about to finish up. The turret's killing off one or two of the Locusts in the sky. Maybe with the repair, this can stay alive. AlphaStar is going to try and knock off the PF, realizes it can't get it. Even targets down a few SCVs since it can't get the PF. Really, really cool to see from AlphaStar. Then spine crawlers are on the way for the AI, just making more and more units. I think we're going to be seeing just a very slow death, or that's what we've been seeing like the past 10 minutes or so. So we're going to speed it up a little bit, see how long it takes AlphaStar to kill this guy. The AI apparently assumed there'd be a base here, but that was like, oh, wait a second, no, there isn't. You're really far behind, dude. Locust tossing out another wave. Or Hydra's coming forward. Blah, killing everything. The tanks were in siege. They're just getting killed off. Mines are going to get a shot off, maybe. Yeah, but there's still too much Zerg. The Diamond player has that fantasy GG timing, that's for sure. He's still putting up the good fight. Thor's popping out, a few more tanks popping out, but the Locusts are getting insane efficiency. AlphaStar is playing really efficient this game compared to its opponent. The tanks can maybe siege on the high ground, but it's just going to be another wave of Locusts soon. I feel the AI is derping a little bit, losing a Swarm Host or two. There's not that much left for the Diamond player. Yeah, the AI is derping a little bit, but we see Corruptors are now on the way. The Diamond player is down to 19 workers. Still making siege tanks and hellbats. Still putting up the illusion of a fight anyway, but as long as the AI doesn't just GG, it's got 7,000 minerals in the game. Looks like some Locusts toss it away. I've only got 1 or 2 units. Not bad for the Diamond player. He's going to be chasing these. Actually kill the Swarm Host, as we are kind of casting in double speed. We see Broodlords are now on the way for AlphaStar, though. Maybe that'll be what it takes to finish this game. I'm not sure. I mean, the AI is kind of derping when it comes to dealing with this. Like, actually pretty big. Losing quite a few units and not making any more units. But the Broodlords are now going to come forward, start pushing this army back, killing off the Hellbats. It's just the one Thor that's the threat to the Broodlords. The Diamond player is going to turn his fun bus around, losing tanks to these Broodlords. The AI is making just like a bajillion more Corruptors, I guess. I mean, AlphaStar isn't making an army when it could to win this game, but now we see it makes 8 roaches to help out, which is cool, I guess. Corruptors just flying after this army. The tanks and Hellbats will kill another base. The Broodlords slowly chasing them. A Thor wanders out onto the map. It's gonna get ganked by those Broodlords. Nidus Network coming out. That's kind of cool. The Diamond player just has a few units out. He's deciding to make a couple of SCVs now. Corruptors come in. They're going to caustic spray the Planetary Fortress in double speed. The Broodlord's kind of engaging the one Thor, but the Diamond player loses one of his bases. He's building another one at his 4th base location. The Broodlords are attacking the one Thor. The one Thor is being repaired, though, in fast speed. The Corruptor's just flying on over. The Thor does die. There's virtually 0 anti-air for the Diamond player. He's not mining, like, anything whatsoever. No gas income. 7 more Broodlords are on the way. I think AlphaStar, even though it dragged its feet on this one, is going to have won this game. With some Broodlords, for the most part. SwarmHost did a good job, and the Diamond player just kind of got wrecked, is all there is to say at this point. Yeah, I think that this has got to be GG, right? I mean, the Diamond player is going to go across the map like a hero. Cue the Benny Hill theme as these siege tanks, Hellbats, and Thors are going to start picking off a hatchery. They're gonna go for another. All the while the Broodlords are just setting to Munch Town and just killing everything at the Diamond Terran's base. The Diamond Terran is moving across the map with his couple of units, just causing as much havoc as he can. Kills off the Roachhorn, kills off the Infestation Pit, maybe? Nope. Yes. Okay, Infestation Pit's dead. AlphaStar built a ton of Spine Crawlers to hold the high ground, though, because it knows holding the high ground is important. The Diamond player hasn't GG'd yet, and there we have it. Wow! It is a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. That's how I view me casting those AlphaStar matches, which it just totally dunks on its opponent. We're casting every single game, and that means we're getting into another one, keeping up the trend of 2 matches per video. We may bump it up to 3 in the future, but that was one of the remaining 2-3 really long games that we had. And then we'll be getting through a lot more, and then eventually into the GM games and stuff that we've got, which is exciting. I am loving casting AlphaStar. I'm doing at least a video a day now as I try and build a backlog up in case I have to go somewhere, go away for training or whatever. And then, yeah, we shall see. As this match, we have got Diamond Z this time, going to be taking on Alpha P, and by gosh, I already want to close my eyes, because we all know what happens when a Diamond Zerg goes up against AlphaStar's Adepts, its DTs, even its Oracles. It just kills all the drones. We have yet to see a Diamond Zerg, I think, beat AlphaStar's Protoss. That's doing this build anyway. The AI just has a really, really good grasp on PvZ, beating players who aren't quite at its level, it would seem. The map, I'm not sure if I said it though, is New Repugnancy, so this is the map which we may be seeing a Zerg get slaughtered on as we continue the trend of AlphaStar just killing the killing machine with no sympathy, murdering Zergs left, right, and center. Now, let's take a look. AlphaStar is going, interestingly, for a gateway into a Cyber Core, then a Nexus. So this is an opening which you might do versus Terran, but that's about it. I mean, the wall off is correct, I believe, though, so that's quite interesting. Pylon in the wall, at least, is notable than the AI just doing whatever, so we'll see how well this AI is going to do against this Diamond Zerg. Yeah, Nexus on the way, AlphaStar. Gonna be going up against this Zerg who's mining gas. I'm guessing for speed. So far, the opening for the Diamond player seems pretty normal. He's fired up one queen, fires up another, making some drones, the usual sort of stuff. The Nexus isn't quite yet done for AlphaStar. The Diamond player has also spotted that this is indeed not a low ground wall off, which is quite notable. If you're a Zerg and you spot someone doing this, I feel like you got to be thinking, all right, there could be aggression coming my way, but then at the same time, I want to make a bunch of Zerglings and flood this guy's natural base, because he didn't wall off the big silly head. Now, we watch Robo on the way for AlphaStar, so going to be going for that Robo opening, which it's gone for a lot before, makes a Stalker, then goes into another Stalker, which is quite interesting. I wonder if we're going to be seeing, like, AlphaStar go for Blink this match. The Adept comes in now. Going to be looking for whatever it can get. Does it shade out? There's the shade. Going to be trying to get a drone. Looks like it gets one drone, but then may die. It takes a Ling with it too. Does the Adept get out? Yes, it does. Oh my gosh. AlphaStar gets out with a 1 HP Adept again. God, this AI is a monster. This is like the second video in a row we've seen it do this, but then oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, the AI loses the Adept after all that. And now we see the Diamond player is throwing up a Roachhorn. He's making a lot of Lings. He's maybe caught on to AlphaStar's non-walling shenanigans. AlphaStar starting to get up a wall, though. Throws up a Pylon, throws up a Gateway. Going to be having that going. Throws up another Gateway. So the wall is starting to look solid for AlphaStar. And just with a Pylon and 2 Gateways, it looks like it is going to be one that's quite defensible for the AI. A Sentry is on the way, too. The Diamond player starts up a lair as well, is mining quite a bit of gas, not mining a ton of minerals, has stopped at 22 drones, so just going to be making roaches, I imagine, then maybe firing up a lair or something, because this has got to be an aggressive play. It's a very overdue aggressive play, I must say. The AI is going to maybe catch wind of all these Lings with the Observer, but it looks like the answer is going to be no. Are the Stalkers in position? Looks like they are not. AlphaStar is going to be getting surrounded and will be in big trouble. Looks like an Adept is warping in. These gateways are finishing, so there'll be an extra warping or two, but this is a lot of lings in AlphaStar's base. These probes at the natural could be in trouble, so the probes are going to run. Sentry is trying to do what it can as the probes decide to run to the main base. Prism comes on in, will do what it can. Probes are going to hold position, help guard this Adept, but man, the natural base of AlphaStar could be in big trouble. More lings have been flooded in. This AI could be getting cheesed out right now. Is this Diamond Zerg going to get vengeance for all the others that AlphaStar has massacred? We see the AI just making an Immortal, but an Immortal is not what you want against mass lings, AlphaStar. That being said, the Diamond player does have to get some very serious damage done, and the AI is warping in more units. It's getting up a couple more gateways to help manage its production. Not all the lings were fighting there for the Diamond player, instead setting to work on the gateway. The Immortal, Sentries, and Adepts doing what they can against this. The Immortal is really going to help out, and it looks like that the AI might have actually held this cheese with 29 to 33 probes. Not bad at all. Going to be able to repower these gateways too, which is a very big deal, keeping those alive. And so the AI, when all hope looks lost, it is able to pull out another victory, but oh no. Did the AI accidentally wall itself into its main? Not again. Not again, AlphaStar. You've done this before. Don't tell me you just walled yourself into your main base. Like, oh, so many times before. Don't cause me this pain, AlphaStar. Oh, it's done it again. Is it gonna kill the pylon? Is it gonna figure it out? I don't know if you remember, ladies and gentlemen, but I did a video before which AlphaStar really locked itself into its main base, and so anytime I see it fully wall, I get a little bit paranoid. Okay, now the AI can't get its probes to the low ground. Has another Immortal out. Is it gonna make room for this Immortal? Like it will. Picks up both the Immortals and then is gonna move out. So double Immortal drop from AlphaStar, ferrying its units over the wall. Now this is really bizarre. The AI at least realizes that it has its units stuck behind there, and its simple solution is just to say, yep, use that Prism, just shuffle those bad boys right over that wall. The AI is now going to start moving across the map, potentially going to be killing this Overlord for starters with the Prism, allow that Overlord to get killed off, and then maybe just go for a big push. And AlphaStar, I think, will be in a good spot to make this attack happen. There's some Hydras out, which are very good against gateway units, but there's not going to be that many. And there's two Immortals, some Sentries for the AI. How good of an attack are we going to be seeing? Another Overlord going to be getting caught, so the Diamond player, who's already supply blocked, will get a little bit more supply block for a second, but he's got Overlords finishing up, so that's fine. Do we see a big warping for AlphaStar? Looks like some Adepts and Stalkers as the AI is going to be pushing in for a big attack. I mean, maybe the Diamond player can hold on. The AI is charging forward. Hydra's doing what they can, but they seem so slow without their muscular augments. Force fields get tossed down. There's just not enough to buffer for the Zerg, and as a result, I think we're just going to be seeing AlphaStar end up winning the game. It holds that cheese, and it is going to just win again in another PvZ. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this AlphaStar video, go ahead, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. It is 100% free. We're trying to work on that non-sub to sub view ratio. Yeah, join the Discord to hang out. We talk pro Starcraft, things like that, talk about the AI at times, and then follow me on Twitter. And consider becoming a member if you do want to support the content. I'll see you next time. This has been LaughNgamez.